Live from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center here in Sugar Land, Texas. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports. Tonight it's the final weekend of the 2021 regular season. And we've got a South Division matchup for you tonight as the 8-5 Seven Lakes Spartans visit the 7-14-0 Cinco Ranch Cougars. Good evening, everybody. Michael Silvers alongside David Feliciano. Delighted to have you with us, as tonight it is indeed the final weekend of the regular season. We kick it off before the ISHL's postseason begins in 2 weeks, and everything essentially has been decided in terms of seeding. Now we play the final games out and we wait for early April. Tonight it's the second game of the season between the league's two clubs from the Katy area, as Seven Lakes enters tonight off a 5-3 victory a week ago in come-from-behind fashion over Klein in a game that saw only 7 skaters dress, Dave, for head coach Paul Connolly.
Well, I didn't think they could pull it off. I said so before the game. I ate my words as the Jean brothers turned in a big performance, and they gutted it out. A lot of heart for Seven Lakes, and really impressive win late in the season, and we get to see them again tonight.
Cinco Ranch Cougars, they lost to Tomball last time out, which was just Tomball's second win of the season, as the Cougars gave up the go-ahead goal with only 2:20 remaining in the game. Now as they wrap up their regular season this evening, they look to even up the season series against the Spartans at a game apiece, and they'll need a big game from their goal-scoring leader, who is 4th in the league in goals, the senior Daniel Bates, who did not play in this game back the first time they met on October the 23rd.
Yeah, they missed him a lot. 24-9, 33 points for Bates, having a great season. The go-to guy, as they say. Cinco Ranch has a really tough time giving up goals, and that's something we'll talk about throughout this game.
Just getting underway here from Sugar Land. Upon our return, we will get you squared away with the scratches, the starting lineups, and our goaltending matchup. It's Seven Lakes senior night, so we may be delayed for puck drop, but stay tuned. More to come as we continue here. It's the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Hey Texans fans, Drew Doherty here. Are you looking for a new home? First Community Credit Union has everything from purchase loans to construction loans, VA loans, and more. With our competitive rates, low to no closing costs, and rate match guarantee, FCCU can help you navigate home ownership. Discover your options at FCCU and get pre-approved today at fccu.org/home loans. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. First Community Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Bonfire Wings is a neighborhood-based, fast casual counter-service restaurant. Bonfire Wings specializes in 12 unique flavors of hot wings. Traditional favorites like gumbo and boudin are mainstays. They boast wing sauces with creative names such as Cajun Mojo, Garlic Parmesan, Spicy Creole, Insanely Hot, the award-winning and top seller Honey Barbecue, Hot Lemon Pepper, and Sweet Heat. 2 Houston area locations, including in North Shore on Wood Forest Boulevard. Bonfire Wings, genuine Creole, uniquely Cajun.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back to the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Let's run down the standings in the ISHL coming into this final weekend. Here in the South Division, Memorial West has wrapped up the South Division Championship 17-1-2, 5 points clear of second place Ridge Point, who are 14-4-3. Memorial West 36 points for the Whalers. The Panthers enter this final weekend with 31 points. Seven Lakes in third, 8-5 with a 21-point season thus far. Cinco Ranch 7 points behind the Spartans at 7-14-0. And bringing up the rear in the South Division, PFC, Pearland Friendswood, the Flyers, 2-19-0, just 4 points this season. Out in the North Division, Cy Woods has wrapped up the title for North Division champion with a 15-3-3 record, 33 points on the season. 7 clear of second place San Antonio. The Rampage into this weekend 12-6-2 with 26 points. In third, 4 points clear of fourth place Klein. Fair Creek, they are 10-8-3. Klein lost last week, their only game of the weekend, to drop to 8-10-3, 19 points for Klein. The Woodlands, who will play Ridge Point after we're done here in Sugar Land, they are 7-12-1, 15 points. And in sixth place, the Tomball squad, 2-17-2, 6 points in their first season in the ISHL.
Well, we saw the Big Four a little bit this year, Memorial, Cy Woods, Ridge Point. We did not see San Antonio. I'm really impressed with them. They're essentially a road team, and we're talking a long road team, 3.5 hours to come over here and play, and they're hanging in there. They're having a really good year at 12-6-2. Seven Lakes, a real 500 season, 500 record, goals against and goals for about the same in their last 10, 3-4-3. So middle of the pack all year for Seven Lakes, but they play the really good teams very tough.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will have playoff coverage for you in 2 weeks' time. We will have a matchup for you on Friday night, 6:45 here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center on April 9th. And then we'll be back the following day with doubleheader coverage beginning at 5:30. So make sure you check out our website at lsnsports.com for all the details as we get closer to the beginning of the ISHL postseason. Coming up next, we'll have the scratches, the starting lineups, the goaltending matchup, and more as we approach puck drop here from the Slice. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Men, you're probably already aware of the fact that we're notorious for neglecting our health concerns and ignoring warning signs. If you were to be totally honest, you've experienced change in your life such as a decrease in your drive, your initiative, your assertiveness, your sense of well-being. You have increased fatigue, a decline in self-confidence. You're depressed. You have depressed moods, irritable moods. You have decreased mental sharpness, a decline in romantic moods and inclinations and sexual ability. These signs are common symptoms of men with low testosterone levels. Bioidentical, natural testosterone replacement can put a tiger back in your tank. However, men's health also requires a balance of good nutrition, detoxifying the body, and supplementing with proper vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I'm Dr. Steve Hotze.
Guys, isn't it about time you took care of you? Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center for a free consultation. 281-698-8698. Get back your energy and zest for life. 281-698-8698.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
Scratches for tonight's game here inside Slice. For Seven Lakes, under head coach Paul Connolly, Melvin Nair, Rick Zhang, the hero from last week's game when they only had 7 skaters to come from behind, 5-3 win over Klein. He and his brother Jack are not here, so they're scratched. Garrett House is injured. Brett Condra is a scratch. For head coach Ashlyn Rando, former player in this league with Austin, she scratches Sean Algren and Austin Browning. The starting lineups are brought to you by the Walk-Up Company, the metal fabricators. For Seven Lakes, there'll be 4 seniors and a freshman skating at the opening face-off. At center, Brooke Deneen. She'll be flanked to her left by Jed Guarde, to her right by Ace Johansson. On defense, Jonathan Wright, the freshman Vincent Key. For Cinco Ranch, Levin Carriaca along with Ricky Mesa and Ian Joyce will skate up front. Chloe Bates and Colin White are on defense. And our goaltending matchup tonight, the junior in net for Seven Lakes, Ryan Amix, tied for 3rd in wins with 8 this season. Stopped 20 of 23 shots against Klein last Friday. He'll duel with Luke Duncan, freshman, who is 1-7 on the season. Amix with a 3.7 goals against average, an .840 save percentage. Duncan a .986 goals against average and a .789 save percentage. It's been rough going for the freshman Luke Duncan for Cinco Ranch.
It has been, but we've seen Amex a little bit this year. And he's the marathon man. He's the only one on their roster, and he sees every minute of every game and every shot. 810 minutes played this year, and he's got 8 wins to show for it. Having a pretty good year, and Cinco Ranch, their goaltending, a little bit in flux. They've rotated about 4 goalies and trying to find some success, so we'll see how Duncan does tonight.
This is the final game of the regular season for both Seven Lakes and Cinco Ranch. It's the second of the 3 scheduled games between the two. They were to have played on February 19 before the winter storm knocked everything out in Texas. The first game took place back in October with Seven Lakes winning 8-1. Evan Stewart had a hat trick with Jed Warday and Zach Thompson scoring 2 goals each. Cinco Ranch only had 5 shots on goal, with Ian Joyce getting the Cougars' only goal. And we told you at the top of our program they were without their leading goal scorer, Daniel Bates. Lola Rubenstein gave up 5 goals on 34 shots, while Luke Duncan gave up 3 on 10 shots. They both split time in net for Cinco Ranch back on October the 23rd. The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Think first.
Well, for Cinco Ranch, really defense and goaltending, that's been their tough spot this year. It's got to be much tighter. They got to hold Seven Lakes to 3 goals, I think, if they have a chance to win. And shots. I mean, you got nothing to lose. The last game of the year, just put it on goal, see what happens. For Seven Lakes, very balanced attack. They have 6 players between 15 and 20 points. Lean on your first 2 lines. Don't give up cheap goals. And both teams could really improve the power play. They're both under 20%.
The officiating crew for tonight's game, the referees are Johnny Dibbern. Good to see him back. He had a COVID scare earlier this season. Carl Sasson, the other referee. On the lines, it'll be the father-son duo of Father Paul and son Chase, the Wilkinsons. Cinco Ranch in all black, trimmed in white and maroon. They will skate from left to right as we look at play here in the first period. So that means Duncan is to our left. Seven Lakes in white, trimmed in dark blue and orange. They will attack from right to left. And the goaltender, Ryan Ammix, to the goal to our right. Teams huddling up on their own end. For Seven Lakes, by their goaltender, by their net, and at the bench, Cinco Ranch. Getting some last words from their head coach, Ashlyn Rando.
And it is senior night for Seven Lakes. The 4 seniors, Aiden Johansson, Jed Warday, Jonathan Wright, Brooke Deneen. On to bigger and brighter things.
Levin Carriaca will take the opening face-off for Cinco Ranch. Brooke Deneen will do so for Seven Lakes. We'll see how quickly this line is on the ice for Paul Connolly.
She used to play in the men's league sometimes. She's good. She was faster than a lot of the men out there.
It's a ceremonial first shift. And the puck is dropped here underway. Flipped out into the neutral zone from right defense, and Chloe Bates, she gets it back, tries to clear it again. She's stopped by Brooke Deneen. She'll get some help in a quick 2-on-2 battle at the half-wing boards in the Cinco zone. Carriaca will take control of the puck and skate behind his netminder Luke Duncan to flip it up the left wing boards, where it is carried out to center ice by Ricky Mesa. Mesa, a sophomore with a pair of goals and 2 assists, 4 points here in his sophomore season for Cinco Ranch. Chloe Bates sweeps it to left defense for Colin White, past him, but he'll retreat and get it at the red line and shuttle it in. 45 seconds gone as they play in the Spartan zone. Down the boards, taken into the corner by Joyce, and then flipped up the right wing boards as Key will try to get it out of the neutral zone, kept alive by Colin White, put into the corner, wrapped around the boards. Key's got it, and the lefty will skate it out from right to left. Flip it ahead for Brooke Deneen, but it went off the back of her skates, and Carriaca sends back in, where Jonathan Wright, the captain for Seven Lakes, will play it there. Motor from right to left and across the red line, gains the zone, shoots, and Duncan makes the save right between the wickets. He closes the 5-hole with 1:25 gone by here in the first period.
Good first save by Duncan, and as Mike said, kind of a ceremonial, not their usual starters, and their shift is done. And we'll get back to normal shifting.
Face off to the left of Duncan. Controlled by Cinco Ranch. Abby Goolsby plays up the boards but not out. Shot from the point was blocked, and now it'll be skated out. Walter Sorrell sends in deep, but it was behind the red line, so icing is called on the Cougars. Sorrell leads the Cougars in assists with 10. They were the top 2 goal scorers. He and Daniel Bates scored a goal each against Tomball in the 3-2 loss on Sunday. Here comes a 2-on-1 situation. Sorrell, wrist shot, save Amex, rebound, and couldn't get a shot off. That was Glover. Wrapped up the boards, kept alive by Reed. Reed sends it down, turns it over. Out of the zone, here comes Thompson. Number 43 for Seven Lakes, Zach Thompson. Team's leading goal scorer with 14 goals, 6 assists, 20 points on the season. He's just a sophomore for head coach Paul Connolly. Puck's in all the way back down, no icing called in the Spartan zone. 12:40 remaining first period, no score. Glad you're with us. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano here from the slice. Kasper Jabzinski with a wrist shot that goes wide. Laid up the boards by Chloe Bates and back out to center ice. On the stick of Jonathan Wright. Up through center, it's Brooke Deneen gaining the line. She has Lainey Heiser with her. Along with, that's Mackenzie Canning. Canning working along the boards. Ooh, that's Deneen along the boards. Canning was waiting along the top of the crease, and we've got an early penalty for slashing. And Seven Lakes will go on the game's first power play.
Yeah, White, I think, got a good hold of Deneen, and you can hear the boom at the backboards. Pretty obvious. And first power play attempt for Seven Lakes.
This is a Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Seven Lakes 4th in the league in power play percentage. They've converted over 16% of their power plays this season. Cinco Ranch 8th in the penalty kill. They've killed off 83.7 penalties, 83.7% of their penalties. Spartans retreating their own end. Carriaca on the forecheck. Jonathan Wright from right wing to left wing, and Thompson skates in. See what the Spartans try to set up here. Johansson behind the goal line. Lost it to Carriaca. He flips it, but Jabzinski couldn't keep the left point. He'll recoil, 30 seconds killed by Cinco Ranch. These two played back on October 23, 8-1. The Cougars were without Daniel Bates. Here's Peng driving in the corner, carving the ice, looking to play it back off the boards. He finds Jabzinski right point, right back to Peng down the boards. Centering pass, one-timer was blocked. Johansson was in front. Good defense by the Cougars, and they'll clear the zone as it is cleared by Glover. Jabzinski will battle with Mesa. Winning that puck battle with Jabzinski. Lead pass collared by Glover, but he lost it. Skated in by Thompson. Wrist shot over the crossbar. Catches the glass. Stopped at the point. Right wing side by Wright. He sends one towards goal. That one is blocked in front. Thompson puts on the brakes in the corner. Back to Jabzinski. Forehand wrist shot. Duncan makes the save. 37 seconds left to go on the man advantage. No score.
Pretty good playmaking by Seven Lakes on that shift. Got about 3 looks, one over the crossbar, and that last one was wide open, a wrist shot, and a good block by Duncan.
Face off to the right of Duncan. Seven Lakes averaging 4 goals a game this season. Got back to 500 after their come from behind 5-3 victory over Klein. Cinco Ranch clears it all the way down. Keep in mind, we talked about it earlier, they only had 7 skaters. They had to scratch 10 players because the game was rescheduled after the winter storm for spring break week. So a lot of players already had plans that they could not back out of. And 7 skaters skated on the ice with 5 seconds to go. Cinco Ranch will kill this penalty. They only had 7 skaters. They were actually down 2 goals twice in the game, Dave, and still come back to win by 2.
The Jean brothers, the heroes.
Sorrell skates in to the corner, now below the goal line. 5 minutes gone by, no score. Flipped out from right to left by Seven Lakes. Colin White out of the box, sends back in. Icing is waved off. And Jonathan Wright, he's a big player for Seven Lakes. Had his pocket picked from behind by Sorrell, but Wright tried to clear the zone, got it back, but then he couldn't clear the zone. Now Ian Joyce shoots, and he scores! Amex got a piece of it, then it bounced in behind him, and Cinco Ranch scores the game's first goal.
And Joyce had the steal, and he went 1-on-3 to Amex's right and got a deflection goal. Amex kind of off his shoulder and bounced in, so Joyce taking it himself and a big start for Cinco Ranch.
7th goal of the season for senior Ian Joyce. For a team that's averaging just over 2 goals a game this season, scoring has been hard to come by. Cougars shovel it back into the Spartan zone. Thompson has it for Seven Lakes up the right wing boards. And across the blue line, centering pass, Thompson skates in and didn't get a shot off. Good hassling from behind by Chloe Bates. Back comes the Cougars. Sorrell from left to right with speed, got by Key. Sends it to his left. Shot by Mesa. Sails wide. Puck bops into the slot. Battle for it in the right wing to make it the left wing circle. It's played back behind the net, and the Spartans clear. Still have not seen Daniel Bates, but it looks like he's in the penalty box. Maybe some carryover penalties. There's a shot that hits the post in behind Duncan. Key gets it back in the neutral zone, working hard for Seven Lakes. Peng, rink wide. Coming in across the blue line is Thompson. Thompson, top of the left wing circle, skates down in the corner, looking for a centering pass. It was disrupted, and the Cougars clear the zone as it hops over the stick of Vincent Key. Here's a rink wide to Peng, left wing boards. Goolsby on him defensively. Puck behind the Cinco Ranch net, 8:10 to go, 1-0 Cinco Ranch. On a goal at 5:28 by Ian Joyce. Here's Drubzinski. Right along his own blue line. Feathers it up the boards as Ace Johansson lost control, but back on the tape of Jonathan Wright. Stood up in the Cougar zone by Carriaca, who skates it out, then lost it. Played back into the Cougar zone, and after it will be Canning. Battling with Chloe Bates. Jed Warday in the slot. Poke attempt out by Mia Reed. Could not go out of the zone as they continue to battle. Down in the slot. Lost by Deneen. Kept alive along the blue line by Wright, who skates in. Wrist shot Duncan. Off his chest, he gave up a rebound, swept to the near boards. Here's Deneen. She shoots. That one almost redirected in by Canning. Ricochets into the right wing corner. Warday behind the goal line, side of the net. Poked from Deneen to the far boards. Spun back to Wright. And a deflection, it comes all the way back into the Spartan zone as Wright will track it down. 8 minutes gone by, 1-0 Cinco Ranch. Senior night for Seven Lakes. Drubzinski shoots in, goes in after it along with Sorrell. Sorrell takes him off the play in the corner, uses his left skate, directs it behind the goal, and begins a rush from left to right. Sorrell, a junior for Cinco Ranch, leads it ahead, a little too strong for Nolan Leventis, and the puck is called out, and the whistle blows for icing.
It was a good idea. It was a little punch pass up in the air to a man streaming down, but it was before the red line. So that is icing. And as you said, Mike, you are correct. Bates has been in there. We're coming up on another minute and a half, so maybe his 10-minute major will be done at the 5-minute mark.
8:23 gone by. We'll see. We'll see how fast he is sprung.
Now they need him, even though they're winning.
1-0 for the Cougars after the goal scored by Ian Joyce at 5:28, an even strength goal. Here's a backhander. Great look and a save by Duncan as he stopped Peng. And then a deflection, puck goes out of play. And they'll do it again. 6:26 to go, first period, 1-0 Cougars.
So Duncan looks pretty good. He's 4 for 4 on saves. His GAA coming in was 9.86. Looking to improve on that, and so far he stood him up.
Face off to the right of Duncan. One back to Drubzinski, who tees up and fires a shot that's kicked around Puck bouncing now behind the goal line, swept around the boards near side by Colin White. Spun back down by Drabzinski, shuttled to Johansson with a shot that didn't get all of it, and able to cover up Duncan at the side of his net. Daniel Bates, number 26, patiently waiting.
He's itching to get out there.
He has 24 goals, 4th in the league. Top scorer in the league, Matthew Frazier of Memorial West, 50 goals, 21 assists for 71 points.
He's got 4 game winners this year, too.
There's a backhander to the side of the net. Another save by Duncan, a third save. He's looking for the puck. It's taken behind the net by Thompson. Wrap around on his backhand, and Duncan able to find the puck and pounce on it.
That's smart. Yeah, you just get your mitt on it and tie it up and draw a whistle. You got to get a fresh shift out there. You don't want any stuff getting knocked in. Just have a face-off.
Face-off, controlled by Seven Lakes. Right, long wrist shot. Giving up a rebound, Duncan, and they score!
Yeah, I spoke too soon.
Brooke Deneen has tied this game up with her 3rd goal of the season.
Rebound goals are worth just as much. They happen just as much. It was a bounce out. She stayed with it, knocked it in. Smart play, and we're tied.
Time of the goal, 9:11 of this first period. Seven Lakes from right to left. Stewart sends in. Doesn't go all the way back. Chloe Bates tried to clear. It was blocked at the half boards by Stewart. Now here's Warday with a shot. And that one off the chest and into the catching glove. Cinco Ranch netminder Luke Duncan.
And Cinco really needs Bates out there because the shots are piling up for the Spartans. 9 shots to 2 so far.
Another face-off win by the Spartans. They've won nearly all of the face-offs. And now right, high slot shot, save, rebound. And again, Duncan can't get to the loose puck, but he gets some help from his defenseman. They sweep it up the near boards. Now they're able to carry it out. Chloe Bates, number 58, for Cinco Ranch, a senior, playing in one of her final games in the ISHL. Centering pass was intercepted by the Spartans. Warday couldn't skate it out. Sent in deep by Glover. Will be played at right defense by Wright. 10 minutes gone by here in the first period. It is a 1-1 game inside the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. As the puck is flipped off the stick of Wright into his teammates on the bench.
Well, Bates is free. He's free.
And now we'll see what impact he has. 4th in the ISHL in goals, tied for 2nd, game-winning goals. 4:53 remaining here in the first period, a 1-1 game. Goals by Ian Joyce and Brooke Deneen. There's a shot, they score right off the faceoff. Ian Joyce, that's 2.
And Bates won that faceoff, Mike, just like that. You were right. Well, Bates comes right off the bench, wins the faceoff to his right, and a one-timer from Joyce, just like that, and we're 2-1.
Face-off won by the Spartans. They'll play a rink wide. Driving down the right wing board. Pass, centering effort to Andrew Pang, went by Andrew. Skated behind the net for a centering pass that comes back to the slot. Ian Joyce having trouble clearing the puck, and it is skated out by Mesa. 4.5 to play. 2-1 Cougars. As they played some inspired hockey, although they've lost nearly every face-off, the puck hops in to the Cougar zone. They've gotten goals by Ian Joyce in both even strength markers at 5:28 and 10:09. Another Cinco Ranch face-off loss. Puck is played in, but on the tape of Colin White. Swings it around the boards, got by Sorrell, turned over, rink wide, centering pass, goes through Johansson from Pang. Mesa tries to clear the zone, and now it is Daniel Bates charging left to right and across the line. Looking for a centering pass. Oh, he looked to go back to his forehand to get a shot off, but he lost it. Now it's Thompson at center, driving from right to left into the Cougar zone. Puts on the brakes in the corner. Skates right through Colin White with a nifty play with the puck between White's legs. Then the numbers game catches up to the Spartan. And possession Back to Daniel Bates. Then he had it poked from him. Peng feeds it back to the point. Drzymski fires a shot that was going wide all the way. The puck is loose. Duncan tries to poke it away, and then they score. It's Thompson. He ties it at 2.
Another loose puck. Just a lot of bodies out front. I don't think Duncan had a look at it, and just the more people he got in front of the goal, more chances that someone gets a stick on it. Thompson did.
Thompson adds to his team high with his 15th goal of the season. He's had 4 even strength goals combined here in this first period. Neither goaltender having a great start with rebound control. Specifically, Luke Duncan has given up quite a few rebounds. Here's a slap shot, but he makes a pad save as he stopped right. They continue to battle in the circle, be skated out by Kariaka. Key falls down defensively, turns into a 2-on-1, and the pass is too far in front of a slow skating Nolan Leventis. 12 minutes gone by. Now back comes Seven Lakes. Deneen skates in, tees up a shot, save, rebound, and Canning couldn't get a shot off her backhand. Duncan made the initial save. We have a penalty called. Hooking is going to be the penalty.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on Cinco.
Deneen got loose, and Glover flat out gong showed her with the hook, and pretty obvious. And once again, another power play for Seven Lakes.
Glover in the box, he'll go. 2 minutes for hooking. This is a Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Face off to the right of Cinco Ranch netminder, the freshman Luke Duncan. Just below a 10 goals against average. Face off win. Drzymski over the right. Long wrist shot. Redirected. Duncan makes the save. Redirected in front. Good idea. And Duncan made the save.
This is an assault by Seven Lakes. 13 shots already. We still have another about 3 minutes in this period.
Thompson with the redirect. He'll take the face-off against Daniel Bates. Peng back to right. Over to the left point. Drzymski hands back to right. Right looking for shooting lane. And that shot is blocked by Daniel Bates. Comes back out to center. Drzymski helps out his defense partner. And then Cinco Ranch clears. 2.5 to play first period. 2-2 game between the Katy area squads of the Interscholastic Hockey League. Both schools south of I-10. Drzymski skates in. With the drop pass, it comes back over now to Thompson. He'll skate it into the corner. Minute 20 to go on the penalty. Played up the boards, and Sorrell plays it off the glass and out the center. Skates in on the forecheck. Angled off the play by Peng, and Drzymski recalls behind the net. 2 minutes to go. Lead pass picked off by Daniel Bates. And he will skate it back out into the neutral zone and kill more time. 1 minute to go on the Cinco Ranch penalty. Now Bates lost it at the red line. Joyce sends it down. Not all the way down, but back into the Spartan zone. Will be skated out right to left by Jonathan Wright. And the captain into the right wing circle. Lost the handle. Chloe Bates tried to clear it, but she took a little too much time, and Peng stopped her clearing attempt. They play along the boards in front of the Cinco Ranch bench. Back out the center, Jonathan Wright, the last 35 seconds of the power play. Skates to the top of the circles. Fires a shot into the catching glove of Luke Duncan. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. 2-2 game with 1:18 remaining in the first period.
Seven Lakes looks really strong. I mean, good skating, good playmaking. 14 shots already. I mean, it's a 2-2 game, but really impressed by the Spartans' play. Both lines, first and second line, look really good.
Face-off win by Seven Lakes. Ladle back to the point. Drzymski, his shot blocked by Kariaka. Sends down into the circle, looking for a centering pass that wasn't there, and Cinco Ranch clears. Rink wide to Stewart. Stewart had a hat trick in this game back on October 23rd. He goes down as Chloe Bates takes him down. 10 seconds ago on the power play, and the save is made off the point shot by Drzymski by Duncan. And the clock is stopped with 54.6 seconds to go. And we'll see if they actually will keep the clock halted until they catch up, as the clock kept going after the whistle. We've seen that before this season.
Yeah, it happened a few games ago.
Deneen to take the face-off against Bates. Deneen wins it. Back to Trzymczynski. Hands back down to the circle, past Stewart. Chloe Bates doesn't track it down there, leaves it for it to be played by Seven Lakes. 43 seconds to go. Power play is over. Wrist shot blocked off the bid by Stewart. Poked out the center ice. Glover looking to get it to Bates. And Daniel Bates on his backhand will shovel it back in to the Spartan zone. Quickly cleared, and back come the Spartans right to left. And Stewart drops it back to Deneen. Top of the left wing circle. Shot was blocked. Back down to Stewart. He swept it across, and Warday wasn't there. And it's going to be on the tape of Cinco Ranch. They'll send it all the way down and ice it with 15.6 seconds to go. They are tied with Seven Lakes 2-2.
One more chance here for Seven Lakes. 15 shots to 3.
Cinco Ranch outshot an opponent, which has been a rarity this season. They outshot Tomball 31-25 on Sunday, but lost 3-2. Gave up a goal with 2:20 remaining in the game. Reed, behind the net, it's Thompson. Looking for a centering pass, puck is hopping, they score! 3-2 Seven Lakes, they have their first lead of the game with only 5.2 seconds remaining.
Let's see who got that rebound.
It's Johansson.
Senior night. And once again, another rebound goal. I think 2 out of the 3 are rebound goals so far.
Face off, and that will conclude the first period of play. The score, Seven Lakes 3, Cinco Ranch 2. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
A household inventory is a valuable asset if your home is ever vandalized or damaged. State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount have a brochure that makes it simple. Here are a couple of suggestions. Make a video or photo record of your household items. List all important serial numbers, and then place these records in your safe deposit box. For a free brochure with more ideas, contact State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount. Like a good neighbor, Jim Estep and Rick Blount are there.
Bonfire Wings is a neighborhood-based, fast casual counter-service restaurant. Bonfire Wings specializes in 12 unique flavors of hot wings. Traditional favorites like gumbo and boudin are mainstays. They boast wing sauces with creative names such as Cajun Mojo, Garlic Parmesan, Spicy Creole, Insanely Hot, the award-winning and top seller Honey Barbecue, Hot Lemon Pepper, and Sweet Heat. 2 Houston area locations including in North Shore on Wood Forest Boulevard. Bonfire Wings, genuine Creole, uniquely Cajun.
There are only 2 names to know when buying or selling commercial or residential real estate property. Kim Walt and Danette Watuski in Houston with RE/MAX Top Realty are those 2 names. As part of RE/MAX Top Realty, Kim Walt and Danette Watuski make your transaction smooth. RE/MAX Top Realty. #We work for it. Congratulates all local high school athletes. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
Michael Silvers and David Feliciano back with you from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center after 3-2 Seven Lakes.
Seven Lakes on pace for over 50 shots, 17 in that first period. Defense of Cinco's got to tighten up. It's going to be a long night. It's only a 3-2 game, but Seven Lakes really good on offense.
Amex to our left, Duncan to our right. Face-off win by Seven Lakes. They have dominated the face-off circle. Zachary Thompson skates in, pass White, centering pass, and Pank shot it wide. Thompson gets it back to the point. Right with a wrist shot, pad save by Duncan. Off the backhand, Johansson stopped by Duncan, and he covers.
Once again, the rebounds. They're going to cause Cinco Ranch problems. I mean, the shots are being blocked, the first one, and then the rebound is just falling out there.
18 seconds into the second. It's a 3-2 Seven Lakes game thus far. They went down 1-0, tied it, went down 2-1, tied it, now up 3-2. And they have control in the offensive zone. Good puck battle. And Chloe Bates ended up losing it. Carioca there to help out. Centering pass intercepted by the goal scorer for Cinco Ranch tonight, Ian Joyce. He's got both of the tallies. Pang retreats in his own end, right along his blue line. He feeds it up to Jonathan Wright, who skates in. And good defense in the back. Abby Goolsby Jr. took it right away from Wright as he was driving along the right wing boards. Loose puck in front, carried behind the net by Chloe Bates. Bates clears it all the way down, and the rolling puck will not be called icing, I don't believe. Nope, they will call it icing.
It's a long icing nonetheless. And once again, Cinco Ranch still having trouble getting it out of their own zone.
1:09 gone by here in the second period. Joyce with 2 goals. Thompson, Johansson, and Deneen. The goal scorers for Seven Lakes, all scoring coming in the first period. And the last at 14:55 of the opening frame. Warday battling in the corner along with Daniel Bates. Puck is loose behind the net on the tape of the righty Daniel Bates. Puck ricochets out to center ice. Glover backhands it in right onto the stick of Lainey Heiser. Heiser, one of the 7 who skated in that 5-3 come from behind win last week over Klein. Fed up the boards, but not out. Kept alive by Chloe Bates. Now Warday will skate it out left to right for the Spartans. Mackenzie Canning goes down in the neutral zone. And from right to left, Goolsby feeds it up over the stick of Leventis. Icing whistled again on Cinco Ranch with 1:53 gone here in period 2.
It was a good idea. A man was there, but just behind the red line and the pass got away. There's another icing. We're starting to see a lot of that in this period.
Faceoff comes down to Duncan's left. Had some struggles with rebounds in the first period.
Yeah, I'd say his catch and hold on rate's about 50%.
Heiser, right point. Down the boards. Sorrell's there, lost it to Deneen. They battle, stand each other up. Joyce sweeps it along the boards, far side. Carioca will skate from right to left. Got it out to the neutral zone. Lead pass chipped by the defenseman right to Glover's stick. Glover at the left wing half boards. Battling. Lainey Heiser. Heiser will get it back from behind the net, and she'll skate it out of her own end. Now it's Deneen. Deneen across the blue line. Wrist shot. Glove save. Duncan.
Well, she tried to take it end to end, and Duncan with the quick hand.
I'm getting right now, because they don't have numbers on their sleeves, sometimes I have to guess. Heiser and Deneen are pretty much similar in stature. They have the same curly hair coming out of the back of their green helmets. So if I don't see their backs, I don't know who they are. It's tough to discern who they are because they don't have numbers on their sleeves. Wright shoots from the point. It is blocked. He keeps it alive, sends down off the glass into the boards, almost hit one of our linesmen, Chase Wilkinson. They actually punch up together. High drive that goes wide off the stick of Wright from the point. They battle along the half wing boards far side. It's a 2-on-2 scrum. Chloe Bates tries to clear, and then it's backhanded into the Spartan bench by Joyce. Almost 3 minutes gone by here in period 2, 3-2 Spartans.
So Heiser was part of that marathon crew last week and
right.
played really well. And she's a very good defender, very smooth, and doesn't panic and just knows what to do with the puck back there. Good person to have on defense.
Thompson takes the draw along with Joyce. He wins it. Center point, it's Wright. Right wrist shot. Blocked in front. Back to the center point. Swept to the right point. Back to Jonathan Wright. Another shot. And a rebound given up by Duncan, but he does get the save again. Then the loose puck. It is pounded back in. Again, Duncan with some odd rebound control. Gives up the 4th goal of the game for Seven Lakes as Thompson scores.
I thought they were going to blow that one dead, Mike. He made the initial save, and then there was a big Big crowd out front, no whistle, and then another rebound. I mean, the rebounds are absolutely killing Cinco Ranch.
Now it is 5, make it 4-2 after a goal at 3:50. Second of the evening for Zach Thompson. That's number 16 for the season, and this just his 15th game of the year. Pang sprung on a breakaway, but the lead pass chipped off his stick. Taken down below the goal line. Got by Goolsby. Sends back to the center point. Right with a wrist shot. And it goes through the legs, but closing them up. Luke Duncan, who's given up 4.
I don't totally blame him, though. I mean, he's faced already 23 shots, and we're not even halfway through the second period. Cinco only has 3, none in this period.
Coming up in 2 weeks, it's the ISHL's playoff weekend, and we'll have 3 games for you starting on Friday night, April 9 at 6:45. Then on Saturday, it's doubleheader coverage beginning at 5:30. Teams and matchups to be determined, so check our website, lsnsports.com, for all the details. Chloe Bates lost it on the forecheck. Skated behind the goal, twirling with it. Heiser lost at the side of the net. Comes back to the point. Sorrell kicks it to keep it alive at the half-wing boards. He's battling against 3 Spartans. Still using his feet, soccering the puck behind the net. Never thought I'd use soccering, but I don't think I'm ripping off. Maybe I'm ripping off Mike Emmerich.
It's a word, I guess.
I think he's used soccer before in his illustrious career. He had retirement on his mind during the last Stanley Cup final. Retired after the Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Dallas Stars in the bubble. 10:25 to go here in the second period. It's 4-2 Seven Lakes. Puck is in the Cinco Ranch zone. It'll be skated out by Daniel Bates. Leaves it for Glover in the center circle. Poke back into the Cougar zone by Stewart. Glover takes control, skates behind Luke Duncan. From right to left, looking for a lead pass. Lost it, down low to Deneen. Deneen, a goal scorer for Seven Lakes tonight. In the high slot is poked and will be skated out by Bates. And here's a 3-on-1 from right to left. Bates has Glover to his left. Bates with the wrist shot, score! Oh, that was a laser of a wrist shot. And the deficit cut to 1. It is 4-3 Seven Lakes as Bates scores goal number 25 of the season.
Everybody on Seven Lakes wanted another goal. They were way up, and Bates got loose, as you said, a 3-on-1, one move, and that was a lot of mustard on that shot. And Cinco Ranch is making good use of their shots. 4 shots and 3 goals. That's almost unheard of.
5:09, the time of the marker, as Bates scores goal number 25. Matthew Frazier, the league's leading goal scorer. There's a shot, good save by Duncan, rebound. Swept into the corner, and then Duncan locates it at the side of his crease and gets a whistle. But Matthew Frazier has doubled up Daniel Bates in goals with 50. We told you about that earlier back in the first period.
It's like the Riley Murata numbers.
Yeah.
What did Riley have, like 68?
He had a lot.
Yeah.
He's the, I think he is the league's leading scorer of all time. They don't have that information on this new version of the website. They had the old website that had all the archived information. They went to a website last year that left a lot to be desired. Now they've got a very good website, but I don't think they have any of the archival information. Wrist shot Pang, and again Duncan struggling with rebound control tonight. He's able to bounce on that puck as he let it go off his chest. 9:08 to play, period 2, 4-3 Seven Lakes.
You know, I think he's a good goalie. I mean, he's getting to every first shot. He's got a very quick glove hand, and he knows how to get down, but it's the rebounds, as you said. He cleans those up. He's going to have a good career.
1-7, 17 appearances this season. Just a freshman. He's got a long way to go, and he'll improve a lot. Sticks around. Here's Walter Sorrell from right to left, cutting to his left and stick handling it across the line. Sorrell forced into the corner by Warday. Centering pass picked off and poked out the center ice by Canning. Spun back in, delayed offside. They tag back up, but it's the Spartans who have control and possession. Heiser with a lead pass. Ramped off the stick of the defending Walter Sorrell. Now it's Daniel Bates along the left wing, deflected off the skate of Glover and into the Spartan zone. 8:25 remaining here in the second period. 4-3 Seven Lakes. Swept up the far boards. Chloe Bates spun it back down. Heiser looking to clear, can't do it. Now it'll be skated out by Drubzinski. Motors in across the line. Stick handling, and Sorrell forced to below the goal line. Good defense by Walter Sorrell. Forced into the corner. Sorrell defensively. Deneen peels off of him. Skates left wing circle. Wrist shot over the catching glove of Luke Duncan. It was sailing high and wide. Down in the corner, Sorrell defensively. Skating from right to left, looking to get it out of the zone. Good pressure by Seven Lakes. Sorrell clears it back into the Spartan end. Heiser. Cross for Drubzinski. Up ahead for Deneen, and spun back in to the Spartan zone. Drubzinski leads it ahead, Pang. Across the blue line. Forced wide by Sorrell. Comes back to Drubzinski, right point. Sends it down below the goal line. Deneen will play it behind the net. Into the circle. Shoots off the crossbar. Right denied by the pipe. 7:55 gone by. Pang shoots wide. 4-3 Seven Lakes. As Sorrell at the side of the net, waiting for Warday to get there so they can battle. For whatever reason, he chose to delay playing the puck. Carioca comes on the ice as the Cougars make a quick change. Thompson down in the corner, wedged off the play by Chloe Bates. They battle below the goal line. 6:40 to play. 4-3 Seven Lakes, period number 2. In the corner, Thompson. Thompson sends back to the point. Jonathan Wright fires a wrist shot, poked away and punched away by Duncan. Down behind Bates, gets past her. Thompson below the goal line, circling, centering pass, one-timer right, failed off his stick. Mesa couldn't clear the zone, turned over right, skates in left circle, monitored by Mesa, got by Mesa below the goal line and tries a nifty backhand centering fade that was blocked and then poked out the center ice by Carioca, but still in possession of Seven Lakes. 9 minutes gone. 4-3 Spartans. Pang gains the line, right wing side, skates along the goal line behind the net looking for a wraparound bid, and Duncan shuts the door. 5:53 remaining in the second period. 4-3 Spartans.
That felt like a power play. That shift was 90% in the Cinco Ranch zone. Shots are now 27-4. I mean, Seven Lakes is really laying it on thick tonight.
Carioca watches his netminder Duncan come out. So Lola Rubenstein, I guess they're dividing the time today. So Lola Rubenstein checks in. We'll give you her numbers in just a moment. Backhand centering pass, paddled away by Rubenstein. And a second shot went wide. The Cougars couldn't clear the zone. Kept on the blue line by Wright. Hassled by Carioca, and then the Spartans retreat. Rubenstein, also a freshman like her teammate Luke Duncan. 10 games played, 4-6 record. A much better 5.13 goals against average and an .863 save percentage for Lola. Here's Wright with a wrist shot. I don't know if that was saved by, if Rubenstein made the save or it was blocked by one of her teammates in front. Sharp angle pass, deflected, comes back to Peng, side of the left wing circle, down in the corner. Played in front, Johansson tries to bury one on the backhand. Rubenstein does the splits, and she makes the save as she stopped Thompson on a rebound opportunity.
She went out and got that one. Very athletic play, got down there, and that was about to be a 10-foot, 90-mile-an-hour shot, and she stuffed it.
4:58, the time remaining, second period, 4-3 Seven Lakes. 2 goals by Zach Thompson, Ace Johansson, and Brooke Deneen, the goal scorers for Seven Lakes. Joyce with 2 for the Cougars, Daniel Bates with the last one for Cinco Ranch. Couldn't clear the zone, Drubzinski keeps it from hopping over his stick. Centering pass went through Deneen to the right wing corner. Spun up the boards, and now here comes Daniel Bates with a burst of speed, right to left, across the blue line, into the attacking zone. Tries to get one in tight quarters past Amex. Amex says no.
Well, Bates is going to get free. I know they've struggled on offense, but if he gets loose, he can go blue line to goal and almost jammed it in.
Rubenstein was the netminder in that 3-2 loss to Tomball. She stopped 22 of 25 shots in the 3-2 defeat. Face-off down, and Amix is in. He's not had a lot of activities we've chronicled thus far. Now here comes Thompson skating in on a breakaway. Behind him, Bates. Thompson, wrist shot off the post. And the rebound comes back to Johansson. His soft shot is shoveled up by Rubenstein.
Seven Lakes has hit iron. I think that's the third time. I mean, they're being peppered. A lot of iron work tonight.
Indeed. Rubenstein should take her helmet off just for a moment to kiss the post behind her. Sometimes just an extra teammate out there for you. Thompson, Drabzinski, left point, fires a long shot. Rebound given up by Rubenstein, but she's able to paddle it with her stick back into her pads to drop on it.
The 80 Russia-USA game, Russia hit the post real late in that game when it was 4-3 USA. I'll always remember that.
4:12 remaining. Face off to the right of Rubenstein. In for Duncan. I'm sure that was by design by head coach Ashlyn Rando to give them each half the game. And this is the final game of the season before the playoffs for both Seven Lakes and Cinco Ranch. Heiser hands it to Drabzinski at center. Along the left wing boards into the attacking zone. Pang. Taken off the play by Daniel Bates on the back check, but Thompson works his puck free, shoots it from a tough angle, and shot it high and wide. Spun down below the goal line by Deneen. Thompson waiting for it. Here's a sharp angle shot. Rebound given up by Rubenstein, and she's able to glove it at the side of the net.
Now, Rubenstein, a trial by fire. I mean, you remember she only came in this game about 3 minutes ago, and she's already faced 5 shots. It's unbelievable.
Her and Brooke Deneen having a chat at the top of the crease. Deneen will take the face-off against Ian Joyce to the right of Rubenstein. Deneen wins it. Played up the boards by Kariaka. He's had a quiet evening so far. Here's Deneen. Poke from her by Goolsby. And it's worked back to the Spartan blue line. Kicked along by Kariaka into the Spartan zone. Wright tries to clear, and it's kept alive by Mason at the blue line, but he ends up turning it over, back out to center for Deneen to play. She skates in, but it's offside with exactly 12 minutes gone here in the second period. 4-3 Seven Lakes.
Shots are 32-5, but it's only a 4-3 game, so it only matters what's up on the scoreboard. It's Cinco Ranch certainly in this game.
Cinco Ranch shooting at a very high percentage today.
60%.
Battle off the face-off just outside the Cougar zone. Chipped ahead by Deneen into the attacking zone. Shoots. Oh, that one high and wide just over the left corner of the goal. Kariaka battling along the goal line with Mackenzie Canning. Sent back out to center ice. Right defense, it's Wright. Kind of handcuffs his line mate there on defense. And the puck ends up hopping in and out of the Seven Lakes bench. 2.5 to go.
Well, sometimes when you feel like you can shoot at will, you get ahead of yourself. And Seven Lakes, a couple of offsides. They see blood in the water, but they're only up 4-3. So they're close to trying to get some insurance.
Bates wins the face-off outside of his zone. Here's Glover at left wing. Cinco Ranch skate from left to right. They get right to left here in the second period. Here's stick handling. Daniel Bates shoots. Pad saved by Amix. Seven Lakes carries across. That's Thompson into the neutral zone. Gains the offensive line. Spun it back to Johansson and then down into the corner. Sorrell will play it there. Walter Sorrell with 13 minutes gone. Cinco Ranch looking for a game-tying goal. They scored the first goal of the game. They've had 2 leads in this game, but have gone down by as much as 4-2. Now it's 4-3 after Daniel Bates scored at 5:09 of this second period as they go back and forth in the neutral zone. At the far board, Sorrell. Right defense. Spun it up for Leventis. As pocket picked from behind, it's carried in by Thompson. Left wing circle. Wrist shot high and wide. Off target with the shot. Kept alive by Heiser at the right point. Sent down the boards. Puck ricochets. Backhand. No look pass at the top of the slot was picked off and intercepted. And then Johansson takes it away from Sorrell and sends it down into the corner. 1:12 to go. Wrist shot by Pang. Now it's Thompson. Wrist shot blocked. Rebound. Score. Drubczynski. 2-goal lead restored for Seven Lakes. It's 5-3.
Another rebound. That one deflected off to the left, and Drubczynski following it up. I tell you, if you just follow the shots, just like basketball, you're going to get freebies. And Seven Lakes, I'd say about 4 of their 5 goals have been on rebounds.
Goal number 7 for the sophomore Kasper Drubczynski. 8 combined goals, all at even strength. 1 minute to go, second period. Here's Brooke Deneen looking for her second. Forced into the right wing circle, her shot is wide. Thompson plays it back into his own end. Right retreats, monitored by both Carioca and Joyce. He plays it up the far boards, and it comes back out to center on the tape of Deneen. 35 seconds to go. She gains the zone. Deneen with a wrist shot, deflected up over the crossbar. Mesa leaves that one alone. Colin White battling along the corner along with Deneen. A one-on-one battle. Puck behind the net. Centering pass off the backhand. Tees up a shot. That was blocked as Wright teed one up. 15 seconds to go. Puck rolls all the way down. Key will get there. Carioca hot on his trail in the last 9 seconds of period 2. Carioca skates along the goal line. Behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Poking at it. Leventis. And then another shot by Mesa is blocked at the conclusion of the second period. 5-3. Cinco Ranch trails Seven Lakes. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
A household inventory is a valuable asset if your home is ever vandalized or damaged. State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount have a brochure that makes it simple. Here are a couple of suggestions. Make a video or photo record of your household items. List all important serial numbers, and then place these records in your safe deposit box. For a free brochure with more ideas, contact State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount. Like a good neighbor, Jim Estep and Rick Blount are there.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
Start of the third period, Michael Silvers and David Feliciano with you. 5-3 Seven Lakes.
We still got a good game, even though the shots don't say that. 33-6. Seven Lakes really dominating that second period. And Cinco just needs to get a goal here, maybe in the first 5-7 minutes of this period, and they're only one down. I mean, anything can happen here.
Rubenstein to our left and Amex to our right for the final 15 for the regular season of these two clubs.
Rubenstein looks good. She faced 6, gave up a couple, but a very athletic goalie.
Daniel Bates and Zach Thompson for the third period face-off. Why is there only 11 minutes? Oh, I wonder if they had to take time off because of the extracurriculars at the beginning of the game, the Seven Lakes Senior Night celebration.
Lose 4 minutes.
So we got an 11-minute third period. And here comes Seven Lakes from right to left. Skating in, Peng on Rubenstein, and Rubenstein makes the save as the puck ricochets off her left pad into the corner. Now poked by Leventis back into the Spartan zone. He's hot on the forecheck of Kasper Drzynski. Drzynski stick handles and plays a rink wide to the left wing, where it'll be sent ahead by Johansson to Peng. His wrist shot off the shoulder of Rubenstein and into the screen.
You know who I don't want to get in front of is Wright, the defender. When he lines up for a shot from the defensive out by the blue line, oh, man, I mean, he just ropes it. I mean, he winds like Al Iafrate. It's crazy.
Boy, you're going way back.
Yeah, I'm a little older than you, so I remember these. I remember these 80s guys.
Face off to the right of Rubenstein. Won by Seven Lakes, but Carioca controls, and he pitches it out to center ice. Chloe Bates wedged off the play by both Drzynski and Warday, but she ends up getting the puck anyway, sends it back. Colin White with a long shot center point, sent it wide to the left of Amex. Carioca gets a takeaway from Drzynski, and fans on his shot. Here's Deneen. So just an 11-minute third period. Ooh, and whoa. Sorrell and Deneen collide with each other at the red line. Sorrell took care of her, though. It's a good sign of sportsmanship. I think that was probably more inadvertent than anything, and Sorrell made sure Deneen was okay. He plays it behind his own net to the far boards, where it's Colin White, his partner on defense. Uses the boards to try to get out the center, but is blocked by his own man, Mesa, then sent out the center. Drzynski will play it at right defense for Seven Lakes. Ahead for Canning. Canning allowed to walk by Sorrell. Ends up turning it over to Carioca. Spun it back to White. White at left defense. Couldn't clear the zone. It'll be skated in by Canning with a soft wrist shot into the Lola Rubenstein's catching glove. 9:09 remaining in tonight's game. 5-3 Spartans.
Going a little deeper in the bench. Some of the younger players, third liner, fourth liners. Seven Lakes. Man, they're going to try to hold on here and finish the season on a winning note.
Minute 51 gone by from the start of the third. Face off to the left of Rubenstein. Daniel Bates loses it. Right, long wrist shot. And a good glove save by Rubenstein.
I think she's going to be the starter next year. I mean, she looks really sharp. Good glove. She's quick to attack the puck.
And statistically, she is the better of the two goaltenders. Yeah. Bates couldn't control the face-off. Leventis backhands it all the way down. A rolling puck could go for icing unless they wave it off, and they did.
Well.
Right. Hassled by Leventis. Now Thompson begins a rush from behind his own goal, then puts on the brakes at his own circle. Cross-ice Key. Vincent Key motors from right to left and wedges himself into the zone. Puck got sent back the other way, but right at the blue line, Johansson then spun down low to Thompson. Got Rubenstein out of position, but he couldn't get a shot on target. Now Johansson tries to play it down the boards, right inside of the Cougar zone. Puck is hopping around. Here's Wright with a wrist shot, just wide of Rubenstein's net to her left. They battle behind the goal. Bates swings it up the board. That was Daniel Bates. Now Key failed on his shot. Kept alive and spun down by Johansson as Mia Reed is there to play it behind her own net. Taking off the play was Reed. It's Peng. Peng in the right wing circle. Backhands it through into the left wing corner. Less than 8 minutes to go. 5-3, Seven Lakes. Thompson, watched by Daniel Bates. Centering pass right, and that one goes in. Rubenstein made the save, ended up losing her stick, and it bounced behind her into the net. And Thompson
got
another
right.
one.
Yeah. And Thompson's had a good night. That's a hat trick. Yeah.
Yep.
And that is 17 on the year.
3:11 the time of the goal. Seven Lakes now doubling up Cinco Ranch 6-3. The Cougars had leads of 1-0 and 2-1 today, but now they are trailing by their largest margin. spun up. And here's Deneen. Speeding her way through the neutral zone, left it on a delayed offside. She tries to touch it up, and she touches up, but comes back out the center anyway. Carioca, here's Sorrell. Sorrell stick handling in the center circle. Spun it into the Spartan zone, but it'll be quickly skated back out by the Spartans. Ahead for Deneen. She has Stewart with her. Lost it. Here's Sorrell. Sorrell skating from left to right in the last 7 minutes of tonight's game. He glides back into the offensive zone and just flips it down to Lanny Heiser. Not much effort there from Sorrell. Here come the Spartans again. Deneen along the left wing boards. Taken down by White. Sorrell plays it off the boards out the center. Ahead for Daniel Bates. Has to get past Drubzinski. Spun back Glover. Glover with a wrist shot. That was blocked by Drubzinski, and it goes all the way behind the net. Casper ahead, up the left wing boards. Through center. Stewart. Got by Leventis. Numbers game catches up in the high slot. Puck is bouncing around to the far boards. And it's Glover for Cinco Ranch. 6:15 to go. 5-3 Spartans. Glover got by the forechecker up the near boards. Looking for somebody to deal it to, and he deals it to Daniel Bates. Bates taken off the play one-on-one by Zach Thompson. They battle along right in front of the two penalty boxes. Here's Zach Thompson circling with it and spinning it ahead for Wright. Charging down into the left wing corner. Now puts himself to the side of the goal, but because of a trip on, going to be called on Mia Reed, he bangs into the goal, takes it off its moorings.
I tell you, those defensemen, man, they when they get going, they don't stop. He wanted that one. He went right into the right post.
We went penalty free in the second period. This one is called on Mia Reed, tripping.
Yeah, they're trying to keep. They reduced it as they got other stuff going on here at the rink.
That was just her second penalty of the season. Sorrell on the shorthand. Puck ends up flipping up behind Ryan Amex into the screen. This is a Mr. Electric power play. Third of the game for Seven Lakes. They are 0 for 2. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Face off to the right of Ryan Amex. He's given up 3. Face-off win for the Cougars. On the shorthand, Sorrell pins it along the half-wing boards. 3 Spartans battling with him. Comes back down in the corner. Sorrell still in possession. Sharp angle, just softly playing the puck. Not playing with much enthusiasm, I don't think. I'm not sure why. Here's Bates. Pocket picked from behind by Deneen. Here comes the Spartans on the power play. Sorrell puts his stick between the legs of Deneen. She ends up going down inadvertently as he collided with Colin White. White shorthanded up the boards and out the center ice. 1 minute to go on the penalty to Mia Reed for tripping. Penalty coming at 5:11 of this third period as Pang gains the zone along that left wing half boards. Circles with the puck, stick handling down in the corner. Swiping it away from him was Sorrell, and the puck goes in at the side of the net. Pang delivers a pass that was deflected, and Johansson scores again. That is his second to give Seven Lakes a 7-3 lead.
Well, Pang was one of the unsung heroes from Super 7 last week. Got a lot of ice time, and he didn't score, but helped them to a victory. One of the better skaters on Seven Lakes. Got it in there, and Johansson knocking it home.
A power play goal. First of the game, and Seven Lakes now leads 7-3. Here's another centering pass, and Warday robbed by Rubenstein. They haven't taken the remaining penalty time off. Puck at the top of the crease. Stewart trying to get one past Rubenstein. Ends up getting poked away anyway by Carioca. Ahead for Mesa. Loses it in the neutral zone. Skated back in by Drubzinski. Mesa defensively on the back check. Pokes it away from him On his forehand, it goes to Glover. He turned it over to Heiser. Heiser with a centering pass to Warday. Stood up by Goolsby. His shot ends up going high and wide of the target. Less than 4 minutes to go in tonight's game. It is 7-3 Seven Lakes. They trailed by 1 twice in this game. Goal scores of 1-0 and 2-1. But then the onslaught came. Carried in by Canning. Canning poked from her by Glover. Spun back out into the neutral zone by Mesa. He comes charging in, but Deneen has the puck at right defense. Ahead for Drzebzinski. Pitches it back out the center ice. The Spartans skating from right to left as we look at play here in the third period. They're up by 4. Sorrell drives one from the neutral zone wide of Ryan Amex to his right. And the Spartans will come away with it. Lead pass picked off by Sorrell. 2 Spartans go down at center. And Sorrell from left to right leaves it at the red line, got it back, and will flip it in to the Spartan zone. Daniel Bates with speed. Gets the puck away. Now here's Sorrell. His shot stopped by Amex. Ricochets to the far boards. Less than 3 minutes to go. Puck in the right wing circle. Make it the left wing circle. And the Cougars with extended zone time. Really nothing to show for it. They did get a shot off, and Amex had to make the save as Peng skates it back in his own end. On the forward check, poking at him is Bates using the stick, but Peng skates in behind the net looking for a wraparound bid, and shutting that post off was Rubenstein. Here's another pass in front, deflected wide. Sorrell tries to clear the zone. He does. It's going to go all the way down for icing with 2:25 remaining here in Sugar Land. 7-3 Spartans.
Nice play by Rubenstein. Almost a slam from the side by Peng. She shut the door. She has stopped, looks like 10 of 12, or actually 9 of 12 so far.
2:25 to go. Faceoff comes down to Rubenstein. Thompson will take it for Seven Lakes. As he beats Daniel Bates. Peng controls. Left wing corner. Spins to the circle. Shoots and paddle away with a stick save made by Rubenstein. Chloe Bates up the far boards. Intercepted by Wright. Working hard against Sorrell. Sorrell trying to clear the zone. He can't do it. Puck still along the boards, and Sorrell does clear. Glove down by Wright along the right wing boards. Peng couldn't get it into the zone, but Wright can. He skates wide on Bates. Chloe Bates defensively. Centering pass, one-timer, and Rubenstein stopped it. Another centering pass deflected below the goal line. 1:45 to go. Puck thrown towards the goal. And now another centering pass to Thompson, who takes it behind the goal. Thompson looking for another centering pass to Wright. And that one is chipped away by Leventis as he can't clear the zone. Now Leventis, we'll see it come back out to center ice, and he'll shuttle it in. 1:20 to go in tonight's game. It is a 4-goal margin for Seven Lakes as they will finish the season above 500. 9-8-5 for Paul Connolly's team with this 4-goal victory. What looks to be a 4-goal victory. Thompson, his snapshot saved by Rubenstein. Rubenstein uses her paddle to poke away, but then she loses it. She'll get it back from her teammate, Mia Reed, but then just getting her stick back, she sees the shot go right to her chest from Zach Thompson.
Yeah, the stick went to no man's land behind the goal. She can't really leave the goal mouth, so good for Reed to get it back to her. And as soon as she got the stick back, she had to make a save. So tense moments. We've got just under a minute to go.
55 seconds, 7-3 Seven Lakes. Face off to the right of Rubenstein. Deneen will take it.
42-7 are the shots. That's pretty crazy.
A backhander off the face-off by Deneen, covered up by Rubenstein. Now coming up in 2 weeks, it's the ISHL's playoff weekend, and we'll have 3 games for you starting on Friday night, April 9 at 6:45. Then on Saturday, it's doubleheader coverage beginning at 5:30. Teams and matchups to be determined, so check our website, LSN Sports, for all the details. Jonathan Wright, left point, wrist shot save with the glove by Rolla Rubenstein. 46.1 seconds to go.
A really good showing by Seven Lakes tonight. I think we've seen 2 victories in a row for them. Looking pretty sharp going in the postseason, trying to play spoiler for the top 4 teams.
Another face-off to the right of Rubenstein. Deneen, stick handling, left wing circle, shoots wide. Goolsby Out of the reach of Mesa. Sent back down the boards into the corner. Deneen will play it. Her centering pass or pass to the right wing circle off target. Here's a backhander that is blocked. And another shot, another save by Rubenstein, leaving 27.8 seconds to go here inside the slice tonight.
One thing about Seven Lakes, very deep team. I mean, we've seen their first two lines very active, all good skaters, fast.
Face-off now will be seen to the left of Rubenstein. Daniel Bates sends it back towards his netminder. Leventis couldn't get to the puck in his corner. It was a centering pass that went all the way through. Seven Lakes keep it alive in the zone in the last 15 seconds. Behind the goal line, Deneen looking for a centering pass. Ends up losing it in the left wing circle. Played back out, but not out. And then it comes out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds to go. And the Seven Lakes Spartans will end their regular season above 500 with a 7-3 victory over the Cinco Ranch Cougars tonight from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Thompson with the hat trick to lead the way. Johansson with a pair of goals. Deneen scores. And Kasper Drzynski. Those are your 7 accountable goals and the goal scores for those 7. Joyce scored a pair, and Daniel Bates scored the other as Seven Lakes defeat the Cinco Ranch Cougars tonight. Final score 7-3. We'll be back with post-game coverage in just a moment. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Hey Texans fans, Drew Doherty here. Are you looking for a new home? First Community Credit Union has everything from purchase loans to construction loans, VA loans, and more. With our competitive rates, low to no closing costs, and rate match guarantee, FCCU can help you navigate home ownership. Discover your options at FCCU and get pre-approved today at fccu.org/home loans. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. First Community Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Men, you're probably already aware of the fact that we're notorious for neglecting our health concerns and ignoring warning signs. If you were to be totally honest, you've experienced change in your life such as a decrease in your drive, your initiative, your assertiveness, your sense of well-being. You have increased fatigue, a decline in self-confidence. You're depressed. You have depressed moods, irritable moods. You have decreased mental sharpness, a decline in romantic moods and inclinations and sexual ability. These signs are common symptoms of men with low testosterone levels. Bioidentical, natural testosterone replacement can put a tiger back in your tank. However, men's health also requires a balance of good nutrition, detoxifying the body, and supplementing with proper vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I'm Dr. Steve Hotze.
Guys, isn't it about time you took care of you? Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center for a free consultation. 281-698-8698. Get back your energy and zest for life. 281-698-8698.
Our final regular season broadcast. Where did the time go, Dave?
Well, the winter notwithstanding, it was a really good season. Enjoyed it.
7-3 the final. Seven Lakes defeating Cinco Ranch. Cinco Ranch will end their season, the regular season, 7-15, while Seven Lakes 9-8-5. Ridgepoint will battle the Woodlands next here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. If you're around the area, tuned us in on your mobile device, be sure to come out and check that one out. So now these two teams will head to the postseason. Seedings, obviously, and the matchups will be released by the league in a couple of weeks' time. We'll have 3 games for you the weekend of April 9. The semifinals and the final will be played at the Willowbrook Aerodrome on Sunday. We will have a game Friday night. We'll have a couple of games on Saturday night, all here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. So be sure to check our website, lsnsports.com, for the pairings and the matchups. The teams and the matchups that we will be broadcasting that weekend. Zach Thompson leading the way with a hat trick. Seven Lakes trailed by scores of 1-0 and 2-1, and then they blew the doors off in the second period and got a couple of goals in the third to really put it away 7-3.
44-shot barrage, out shooting Cinco 44-7. Thompson with the hattie. And the Seven Lakes, we've seen them probably the most this year. They're really playing well going into the playoffs. Cinco's a few players away from competing but they'll be back, and we're looking forward to the first 2 rounds next, or 2 weeks.
What are you going to do next weekend? Got the weekend off?
I got to fill the time. Music, probably.
Oh, it's been a great regular season, and we've got 3 more in the playoffs to go. So we hope you enjoyed this one as much as we hope you enjoyed this one as much as we're glad to bring it to you. 7-3 the final. Seven Lakes over Cinco Ranch. For David Feliciano and our entire crew, this is Michael Silver saying so long from the Sugar Land Ice Sports Center. This has been a presentation of LSN Sports, your home for the Interscholastic Hockey League. Until April 9 for the 2021 playoffs, so long.